Reddit story number 1. My sister slept with my husband and got pregnant. I raised the baby as my own. Throwaway account because my family is probably stalking me. I, 34F, have been married to my husband, 36M, for nearly 10 years. We met young, got married fast, and for most of it, I thought we were happy. Until I found out that he slept with my little sister. Let me backtrack. My sister, now 29F, has always been complicated. She's one of those people who needs attention like oxygen. Always the center of the room, always the loudest laugh, always the victim when things don't go her way. But she's my sister. I loved her anyway. 2 years ago, she moved in with us temporarily after a bad breakup. I didn't hesitate. I offered her the guest room and told her to take her time getting back on her feet. She cooked sometimes, helped around the house, even babysat our son. I trusted her. But something changed. I started noticing how she dressed around my husband. Tiny shorts. No bra. Constant playful touching. I brought it up with him once, and he brushed it off. Said I was overthinking it. I wasn't. 6 months later, I walked into the kitchen and heard them arguing. Not loudly, but urgently. She was crying. He was saying it was a mistake. I confronted them right then and there. He admitted they had slept together. Once. Drunk. Regretted it immediately. Swore it meant nothing. My sister said she was sorry but didn't look sorry. I threw them both out. Fast forward a month, my sister texts me. She's pregnant. And it's his. I nearly lost it. She told me she was going to get an abortion. I begged her not to, not because I wanted the baby, but because I was terrified of what keeping that secret would do to me. She kept the baby. Gave birth to a beautiful little girl. And then, she disappeared. Packed up, moved across the country. Left the baby with me temporarily. That was 14 months ago. The child is mine now. I adopted her. My ex-husband signed away rights. My sister hasn't contacted us once. And here's the kicker, I love that baby more than anything. I don't think of her as a betrayal. I think of her as the gift I never asked for, but needed. I'm still angry. Still hurt. But I'm also healing. And every time that little girl laughs, she has my eyes. By the way, I know I made the right choice. Reddit story number 2. My husband left me for my mom, and now they're getting married. This is going to sound fake. I wish it were. I, 30F, was married to Jake, 32M, for 6 years. We were high school sweethearts, together for over a decade. Everyone thought we were the perfect couple. Including me. My mom, 50F, had me when she was 20. So we're close in age, and for most of my life, she acted more like a sister than a mother. She's attractive, energetic, flirty, and has a long history of dating guys way younger than her. I should have seen it coming. During COVID, Jake lost his job. My mom offered him some side work helping her renovate a rental property. They started spending a lot of time together. I thought it was sweet. I encouraged it. Until I noticed them texting late at night. Having inside jokes I wasn't part of. Disappearing for hours on supply runs. I confronted Jake. He denied everything. Said I was paranoid. Gaslit me for weeks. Then I found the photos. On his iPad. Of her. In lingerie. In my bed. I kicked him out. I didn't speak to my mom for months. Then, get this, 3 months after the divorce is finalized, they announce they're engaged. Publicly. On Facebook. With matching sweaters. People lost their minds. My family is divided. Some think it's disgusting. Some are trying to support her happiness. She invited me to the wedding. I sent her a box of ashes with a note that said, "This is all that's left of our relationship." Now they live together. He calls her babe. She posts pictures with captions like "second chance at love." And I've gone completely no contact. The worst part? Sometimes I miss them both. I miss who they used to be. But I'll never forgive them. Door, October 7th, 2025, 21:30. Reddit story number 3, my brother secretly married my ex-wife, now they expect me to be the best man. So this happened a few months ago and I'm still reeling. I, 35M, divorced my wife Claire, 34F, 2 years ago after finding out she had been cheating. I never found out with whom, she refused to say. Just kept repeating it didn't mean anything. We have a daughter together, now 7. We agreed on shared custody. It was civil, at least at first. Fast forward to a family barbecue at my parents' house last spring. My younger brother, 28M, shows up, with Claire. Holding hands. The room goes silent. I thought it was a prank. It wasn't. Turns out they've been seeing each other secretly since before the divorce. And just hadn't told anyone. Not even our parents. My daughter had already met Uncle Josh and Mommy on playdates. Claire had moved in with him months ago. I excused myself. Drove home. Didn't answer any calls. The next week, my brother came to clear the air. He told me he loved her, that it just happened, and that he wanted me at their wedding. I laughed in his face. Then he asked if I'd be the best man. Said it would mean a lot to him if I supported his happiness. I kicked him out. My family is divided. Some say love is love. Some think it's disgusting. My daughter is confused. I've had to start therapy because the betrayal runs so deep I can't even look at them without shaking. They're getting married in 2 months. I won't be there. Reddit story number 4, I found out my dad had a secret family with my best friend's mom. This has destroyed everything I thought I knew. I, 26F, grew up thinking my parents had the perfect marriage. My dad, 54M, was attentive, always came home on time, family vacations, Sunday dinners, the whole thing. My best friend Lily, 26F, lived next door. We grew up together, inseparable since kindergarten. Her mom was single, always said the dad wasn't in the picture. Here's where it gets insane. 3 months ago, Lily and I did a 23andMe test for fun. We came back as half-sisters. At first we thought it was a glitch. We both laughed. But then I confronted my mom. She went quiet. Said nothing for a full minute. Then she said, "I hoped you'd never find out." Turns out my dad had an affair with Lily's mom 27 years ago. And kept seeing her. They had a full-on second relationship for years. He supported her financially. Visited them weekly for work. My mom knew, and stayed. For me. Lily had no idea. We sat down together, all 4 of us, Lily, me, our moms. No dads. My mom cried. Hers didn't. She just said, "Well, it is what it is." Now Lily and I are trying to rebuild our friendship. It's weird. We share DNA. Memories. Betrayal. My dad won't talk about it. Said it was in the past. But I don't know who he is anymore. Everything feels like a lie. Reddit story number 5, my wife secretly dated my father before we met. I found out at our baby shower. I, 32M, have been married to my wife Tara, 29F, for 3 years. We just had our first child, a daughter. I was over the moon, until everything blew up at the baby shower. My dad, 55M, showed up late, looking pale and nervous. He handed Tara a small gift bag and said something like, "I wasn't sure if I should come." I thought it was weird, but assumed it was just awkward father of the dad vibes. Then later that night, I saw the gift he gave her, a delicate gold necklace, the exact same one I found once years ago, in her drawer, when we were still dating. I'd asked her about it. She said it was from an ex who didn't matter. My heart dropped. I confronted her. She denied it. Then I asked my dad. He broke. Turns out, they dated 5 years before Tara and I met. It was serious. They were together for almost a year. He was going through a midlife crisis, she was in her early 20s, and they ended things because of the age gap. When she met me, she didn't realize I was his son until a few dates in. But by then she didn't want to lose me. They both kept it secret for years. At our wedding, our engagement party, every holiday, my dad walked her down the aisle when her real father couldn't. And I had no idea. I feel physically ill. They swear nothing happened between them since. My mom didn't know either, and she left my dad when she found out. I don't know if I can stay with Tara. Every time I look at her, I imagine my father with her. How do you come back from that? Reddit story number 6. I found out my daughter isn't biologically mine, she's my best friend's. I, 38M, have been married to Laura, 36F, for 12 years. We have a daughter Maddie, 9F, who I've raised since the day she was born. She's my world. Or at least, she was. It all started with a school project. A basic DNA test kit Maddie's class used for science, parents had to consent. We agreed. When the results came back, Maddie asked innocently why her ancestry didn't match mine at all. I thought maybe it was a mistake. I ordered a full paternity test. She's not mine. I confronted Laura. She collapsed. Said it was a mistake. A one-time thing before our wedding, with my best friend, Daniel. Daniel was my best man. My college roommate. My business partner. I trusted him more than anyone. He had no idea, apparently. Laura never told him. Now everything is on fire. Daniel wants to be involved. Laura wants to move past this. My daughter, who still doesn't know, hugs me every morning and says, "I love you, Daddy." And I do. I love her. But I feel hollow. We're in therapy. I'm considering staying, for Maddie. But I can't look at Laura without remembering every moment that was built on a lie. And I haven't spoken to Daniel since. I don't know what hurts more, the betrayal, or the fact that I'm not really her father. Even though, in every way that matters, I am.